Hello, my name is Haris Akmal bin Muhammad Azuddin. My metric number is S60171. Today I would like to show the solution for case 1 and case 2 for individual assignment using the Visio software. So for the case 1, we will use the basic flowchart shapes, BPMN basic shapes, and also cross-functional flowchart shapes. So for this case, we have 6 department. So we need to put the swing lane, 6 swing lane in the diagram, in this page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the title I will put solution for case 1, and the face is I will put the employee, and also activities performed. Then we need to rename. We need to rename all these 6 functions. We need to put the name of the department. First is retail store. Second is shipping clerk. The third department is warehouse inventory control clerk. 4, warehouse purchasing department. 5th department is warehouse receiving clerk, and the last department is accounts payable. Then we need to use the BPMN basic shapes for this case. So we take the start event, which is represented by a small circle. This is the start of the process. Then we take the sequence flow, which is represented by an arrow. This is the flow of the process. For the activity in process, we need to use the collapse subprocess, which is represented by round edge rectangle. In this rectangle, we need to put the process, which is review, inventory, place order. Then from this activity in process, we need to put the sequence flow down to the shipping clerk department. Then we take the collapse subprocess, which is represented by rounded edge rectangular. This is the activity in process. So the information that we need to input is fill, orders, authorize, delivery, and ship goods. Then we put the sequence flow up to the retail store again. This arrow represents us as a flow of the information or flow of the process. And we need to put the collapse subprocess, which is represented by round edge rectangle. this is a activity in a process, so we need to put the activity which is receive goods. Then we put the arrow again. This arrow is a flow of the process. Then we put the end event, which is represented by small bow circle. This is the end of this process. So the process, this is the process which is weekly and rush order. So I will put the text box weekly and rush orders. So for the quarterly process, we need to put the start event, which is represented by small circle. Then we put the sequence flow represented by an arrow. This is the flow of the process. And we put again the collapse process, which is represented by round edge rectangle. This is the activity in process, so we put the process in this rectangle, which is count, inventory, and reconcile to corporate database. Count, inventory, and reconcile to corporate database. Then we put again the flow of the process, which is represented by an arrow. Then we put the end event. This is the end for this process, which is represented by a small bow circle. So this is the process for quarterly. So I will put the text box quarterly. So we have finished the process for retail store and also shipping clerk. Then we go to the warehouse inventory control clerk. We need to put the start event, which is represented by a small circle. This is the beginning of the process for this department. Then we use the sequence flow as a flow chart as a flow of the process. Then we put the collapse process, which is represented by the round edge rectangle. This is the activity in process. So I will put the system generates purchase requisition. Then put again the sequence flow, which is flow of the process. Then we put the activity in the process, which is adjust and approve purchase requisition. So from this process, we need to put the sequence flow down to the purchasing department. Onto the purchasing department. This arrow is a flow of the process. Then we put the activity in process in the purchasing department, which is represented by a round edge rectangle. So we put the process, which is the finalize and approve system generated PO, which is purchase order. PO is represent for purchase order. Then we put the sequence flow from purchasing department activities down to warehouse receiving clerk department. Then we put the activity in process, which is represented by the round edge rectangle, in this process we put the process which is receive system receiving report. Then we put the sequence flow, which is presented by an arrow. This is the flow of the process, and we put a collapse sub-process, which is presented by a round edge rectangle. This is the activity in process, so you need to put the activities, which is receive goods, complete, receiving report, date and quantity. From this activity in process at the warehouse receiving clerk department, we need to put sequence flow down to the accounts payable department. Then we need to put the round edge rectangle, which is the activity in process. So we will put the process, which is get, receiving report, and purchase order. We put the arrow, which is represented by an arrow. This is the flow of the process. So for the activity process, we put receipt, then the invoice, then we put again an arrow, collect process, and the activity is reconcile purchase order, receiving report, and invoice. This arrow is the flow of the process, and we put the last activities in the process for this account payable department, which is disperse funds to vendor. Then we put the arrow to end the process. We put the end event, which is represented by a small bow circle. So this is the process for the accounts payable department, and this three process is from vendor. So I will put a text box right here, from vendor. And from the purchasing department activity process, we put the sequence flow down. Down to the receiving report. And for the purchasing department also, we put the arrow to the right, which is represented by an arrow. This is the flow of the information or process. And we put the round edge rectangle, which is this is the activity and process. So the activity and process is the send purchase order to, and we put the sequence flow as well. As the flow of the process, then we put the an event to end this process, which is represented by a small bow circle. For the warehouse inventory control clock, we put again the start event. For a second process, which is represented by a small circle, then we put the sequence flow represented by an arrow. This is the flow of the process. Then we put the collapse process. This is the activity in the process. So we put the process, which is maintain and update perpetual inventory system. And we put the sequence flow. This is the flow of the process. Then we put the end event, which is represented by a small bow circle. This is the ending of the process. So this is the solution for case 1. So for the solution for case 2, we will use the basic flowchart shapes and also BPM and basic shapes. So first, we need to put the start or end, which represents the starting or ending point of the system. So in this box, we need to put start, because it is the starting of the system. Then we need to put the sequence flow, which is the flow represents the sequence of the systems or the direction of the systems. And we take the data box to put under the arrow. The data represents the information entering or leaving the systems. An input might be an order from customer, and also the output can be the product to be delivered. So in this data box, we will write input with and also write then we take the sequence flow as the direction of the system, and then we put the process box. It indicates some particular operation. So inside this box, we will write body mass index or BMI, and also the formula, which is weight divided by height. So after this process, we need to put the sequence flow down, which represents the flow of the system, and then we will take the decision. This diamond shape represents a decision or branching point. So in this decision box, we will write BMI less than 18.5. The sequence flow. And then we put the process that indicates some particular operation. And we write the weight status. Equals to and the weight. So if the BMI is less than 18.5, it is underweight. So we need to put yes inside this arrow. Then we take the sequence flow down under the diamond shape. And we take the on-page reference. So the on-page reference indicates that the flow continues on a matching symbol. So for the left side, we put the sequence flow. And now we put the arrow down. And we will take the decision box, which is this box represents the decision or branching point. So in this box we will write BMI is more than 25. And we put the sequence flow to the right. And then we will put the process box. So in this box, we will write the weight status. Weight status equals to overweight. So if our BMI is more than 25, it is not overweight. So we need to put yes in this arrow. And for the left side, we need to put an arrow also. This flow represents the sequence and direction of the system. And then we take the process box again to put the left side, to put at the left side of the arrow, and we will write the weight status, which is normal. So if the BMI is more than 25, it is not normal. So the normal BMI it is between the 18.5 and 25. So we need to put the sequence flow down to the on-page range, on-page reference, and then we take the sequence flow again to put under the on-page reference, and then we take the data box, which represents the information entering or leaving the systems. So in this box we will write 3, 8, 5, body mass index, and also weight status. And under this data box, we put the sequence flow as the final direction of the systems, and then we put the start or end shapes, which is represented by a terminator. It represents the starting or ending point of the system. So we will write end to end the process of the system. So this is the solution for case 2. So that's all from me. Thank you.